ladies that run the office. I pray for a spirit of peace over our city. I pray that you download your vision of the God-given design for this city and the right people to bring about your will. I pray for the strength, desire, determination to make Mangum its best in all of us. And I thank you that we are a city on a hill that will shine your light for all the world to see. We love you and we praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Vote.
Huckabee.
Yes.
McCaslin.
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
All right. At this time, we'll open it up for remarks if anybody has anything that they would like to say, not regarding anything on the agenda. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to say hello, thank you, and hope y'all's day have been well because of it being a nice day. Some of you know me, some of you don't. My name is Kara Gill. I have been a pillar of this community for about 10 years now, and I know there's a lot of things going on in town and having issues with this and that, and there's this issue. I hope you don't mind me passing these pictures around if y'all don't mind. This property has been reported for about 9 years by me, and nothing has been really significantly addressed or done. So I took it upon myself. I went and talked to my neighbors before I made my own petition on this property, and this is how the petition goes. And y'all can correct me on anything that I might not have, should have, whatever, you know. The petition is on 401 West Friendship. We, the community of North Main, West Friendship, and West Good Hope, are hereby filing an official complaint on the said property above. It has been reported numerous times and no effort has been applied to resolve the issue. The property is a fire hazard, health hazard, and is harboring unwanted guests. It has been vacant for many years, severely overgrown, windows are broken out, weeds taller than 5 feet tall. It is in the best interest of the said community that the dwelling be removed before someone or something gets hurt. If need more info, just contact the contacts below, which I did this all on my own. I had no one tell me how to, what to, where to. I was on my day off. I walked around my own community and asked them myself if I printed up my own petition, would they sign it? And they all said yes. I got 9 signatures, including mine. And if y'all want, y'all can take a look at it as well. And all my little community is asking is for a little bit of help and acknowledgement that this eyesore is making our part of the community look really, really bad. I live right next to it. And I have spent countless days and financial and everything to battle everything possible that comes out of that property. There's smells coming out of that property, unwanted rodents, you name it, it comes up out of there. Snakes, rats. I had a mutated skunk come up out of there onto my property. So yeah, it's a major health hazard.
And you said
And
it's been vacant as long as you've lived in that house?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and you have no idea who it belongs to?
No, ma'am.
Probably Gordon?
I know the only reason I contacted him sometime back, kind of told him the situation, you know.
Is it somebody from here, or is it
Yes.
somebody from out of state?
Yes, it's here. They don't even really, the guy told me, he said, I don't even really want the property. So I don't know what can we.
Because I didn't want to take it this far, because I had been reporting it for 9 years, and this was my community's last resort on trying to get something moving on it.
But I have talked to the owner some time back.
What did you, oh, well,
I do agree with Carol, it's bad.
Thanks,
It-
Laura. I
it's-
appreciate
it's-
that.
It is bad, it's.
Thank y'all.
Well, since you know who it is, Gordon, we can look into contacting this owner again.
Yeah.
What was
There are several
401
steps.
West Friendship.
I wrote it on the back. Can we keep these
Yes,
pictures?
ma'am, yes,
Okay.
ma'am, I got them saved on my computer.
I'll let you have the petition.
I can contact them again. Tell them it's gone this far, you know, and see what kind of response we get.
Well, we do appreciate you for bringing it to our attention, and we'll look further into it.
Thank you so much, and thank you for listening.
Yeah,
All the
absolutely. Thank you,
pictures
Karen.
in there. You did well.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
All right, anyone else? All right, we're gonna move on to item 6, the financial report for September 2023 by the interim city manager.
Well, I first want to apologize because I had my financials saved in my email that I can no longer get into. So next month it'll be better, but I just want to go over a little bit about how we are, right now, we're 33.33% completed in our fiscal year, and our expenses total 23.83%. So we are doing really well financially. We haven't spent any, we haven't went over or done anything that we're not supposed to as far as buying, purchasing. I'm not gonna say a whole lot about that besides just a percentage because I can't get into my financials. But I do want to inform the board that we have a new billing clerk that has also started trying to collect on unpaid past due utility bills that have been sitting there since the COVID times. She's only been here for a month, and she's received maybe $700 in unpaid utility bills, and that's just the first month, so that's really good. And we're going to start on unpaid tickets as well. We're gonna start trying to get those and put those in collections as well.
Excellent. How much would you anticipate that we have in unpaid utility bills?
Oh.
A lot.
She can pull it for you. It's, with the
A
COVID
lot.
deal, it was, because I've looked into this before, if you look into it and the COVID situation, so it wasn't put out correctly as far as that they did have to be paid back. At the time it was done, there was forgiveness on your utilities during COVID because people got laid off. People took that as they never had to pay them back, and so, I mean, I know that there's several bills with $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 that are owed that they think they've never had to pay and haven't touched a dime of it. So, if you can think that, even if that's an eighth of the community at that price, it's an ungodly amount that
And they
needs to
did
be paid.
reach, I mean, utility bills did reach $4,000 or $5,000 during those times,
Yeah.
so.
Wow. So, and that was just like multiple months or maybe even a year?
It was over a year.
I believe we
Right.
had it where we couldn't do cutoffs for maybe almost 2 years
I
or
was
so.
gonna say 18
Wow.
months, it's a lot.
And so what can we do if someone doesn't, like, start making payments or pay?
Well, we can start going to court and, you know, trying to collect that way, but we just started off by sending letters, trying to get the people to make contact with us to set up a payment plan. We're not out to hurt anyone.
Mhm.
$20 a month is better than what we were getting.
Right.
So we put out in the letter to just make contact with us. We'll make some sort of payment arrangement with them. And we've actually gotten a pretty good response. And we don't have them all sent out yet. That's just half of the stack. So she's made progress with it, and $600-700 is more than what we had last month from that.
For sure. That is great.
And our tickets are getting up there as well. I think last year we had $150,000 in unpaid traffic tickets.
Yeah, it'd be
So-
great to clear that out.
Yes.
All right, anything else, Irma?
No, that's about it.
Any questions? Item 7, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2023-11071, amending the budget for the fire donation fund and the general fund in the amount of $7,730 from the Mangum Mudbog benefit event held on September 30th, 2023.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll second.
Vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
All right, item 8, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2023-11702, amending the budget for the police department donation fund and general fund in the amount of $450 from the Mangum Mudbog benefit event held on September 30th, 2023.
I'll make a motion to approve that resolution as well.
Second.
Vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
All right, item 9, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2023-11703, approving a 3% convenience fee on all credit, debit card usage and removing the flat fee of $3 per transaction. Irma, do you want to explain that?
So right now we use merchant services for our credit cards up front only. It's not online. Somebody asked me if that included the online. It does not. That's a third party, somebody completely different. So our system up front, right now we charge $3 per customer to use their debit card, credit card. And we pay about $700-800. We kind of went the last 4 months. I think the highest one was maybe like $790 is what we pay to have that system. But if we automatically charge 3% convenience fee that they will program for us, then we only pay $9.99 a month for that service. So
That's pretty standard. 3% is pretty standard for credit
Yeah.
card merchant services anyway, so
Agreed.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll second.
Vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
All right, item 10, discussion and possible action to appoint a new board member, Ms. Della Phillips, for Mangum Housing Authority Board of Trustees. Can we get a motion for that?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second that.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
Item 11, discussion and possible action to review, renew, renegotiate, or terminate all independent contractors' contracts and all lease agreements, including airport hangar contracts currently with the city of Mangum.
So we've discussed this before on all of our independent contractors. We currently only have a couple of them, but my solution would be to put all our independent contractors back out for, bid and require at least 3 bids, give it, what's the standard on that, Irma, 30 days, 90 days?
It was 90 days is what we looked on, well, some of those lease agreements say 90 and some say 30.
So let's say 60, give them 60 days, we get 3 bids on all of the contracts that are out there, and then we can figure out from there what we wanna do with them. It's been a long time since we've had that done, so we have some month to month, we have some yearly, we have some so that would be my suggestion, is to do that.
How does that work with the airport hangar contracts? Because that's people that just pay like a monthly fee.
They pay $60 a month is the rental, the fee.
And so what would that,
That would be negotiating the
Okay,
price.
negotiate, I
Yeah,
see.
just negotiating the price.
I was thinking in terms of 3 bids. Okay.
Yeah, just the ones that would require that, so I think, what are our 3 current ones? We've got IT.
We have IT, we have MidCon, we have MISO. I think those are the only ones that are up to date in the jail agreement now.
Is on there, which we
That's
just
part of
redid that one,
yes.
so.
But yes, those are the 3.
Okay.
Okay. A motion to review, renew, renegotiate, or terminate?
I'll make a motion to, I guess it would be
To look at, I guess.
renegotiate and review with the stipulations of getting 3 bids on the ones that we can do that on, within the next 60 days, and then re-review.
Second.
I'll second that.
Vote.
So on the 3, we have currently, we need to get 3,
Try to get 3 bids in the next 60 days, and then we'll re-review them.
okay.
And then also review.
The fees for the air hanger. And if we get them in before that, I mean, we can review them before that, correct, Corey? If we get the bids in earlier?
No, if you set a time frame, you probably need to accept it until the end of that time period.
Okay.
Is there room for discussion about that airport hangars?
Sure. Yes, go ahead.
I was listening, and I'm not clear as to what you're advocating for the hangars.
I believe it's to review the
And
fees.
renegotiate the fees, the monthly fees, the rental fees.
Okay, so what is your proposal for that?
We need to get with the board on that, right? Because they were gonna have a meeting, was that what Travis had said?
So they haven't had a meeting since, a board meeting since 2018
Which
is
that going
what.
into, yeah.
So, Mr. Kendall said then we would need to discuss it because they haven't had a meeting since 2018.
Okay, so we just will go over the financials, basically what it's costing us to do upkeep or whatever, and we'll just have to re-review and renegotiate and see if there is a price increase or if there's not.
Okay. I just wasn't following your logic or your conversation about the airport.
Yeah.
You know, I've been a part of that for 21 years now. I'm no longer on the commission or the
Board.
advisory board, but I was for 18 years. So, but anyway, I just
Yeah,
wanted
we'll just go through
wanted
basically.
clarification.
Yeah, we'll just kind of review the pricing and what it's costing for us to maintain and do all those types of things to see if it needs to have a rate increase. These contracts haven't been reviewed as a whole, well, obviously, if the board hasn't met since 2018, there's a lot that hasn't been reviewed that we just need to go back and look at.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, did we already vote on that?
No, she hasn't.
No.
called for vote yet.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
All right, item 12, discussion with regard to entering an interlocal agreement for converting the armory into a county jail. Sheriff McMahon, I'd like to invite you up to share with us.
Good evening. As you guys know, our county jail's 103 years old. I don't know if you know anybody that's 103. My wife's grandfather was 103 and just passed away this year. So the jail outlasted him, and I didn't think anything would ever outlast him. But that being said, pardon me, I met with our jail advisory board and our commissioners at the beginning of the year. Advised them that we probably need to start looking at what to do as far as a county jail. Because at any given time, at a building 103 years old, you can almost count that your time is limited. And so if the state were ever to come in and say you're going to have to do something, it's going to cost us about $500,000 a year to house inmates in another facility. The county's budget a year ago was $695,000. Now, we don't have a way to come up with another $500,000. So, in order to house them at another facility. So we started the process of talking, okay, well, what can we do? Well, one of those options or one of those thoughts came about through conversation was the armory, and that was, I believe, a topic of discussion in the past. And so I thought, well, at the next jail advisory meeting, I'll bring it up. So I did. Mayor Manasco was there. And I said, throw this at your people, see what they say. And one of the thoughts was we just need to formally open that conversation. And that's why I'm here tonight. I can't give you any definite proposals or anything like that. I can give you an estimate. I can tell you that an architect firm to come in to give us a feasibility study is going to run us $10,000. We're willing to pay that. I've already met with my board, and they're 100% behind trying to make something like this work. That feasibility study is going to tell us how many inmates we're able to hold, what the staff is going to have to look like, what the budget's going to have to look like, how that is going to be paid for. Also give us a rendering of what that facility would look like and what it would entail. One of the things for me, I'm a community member here, so one of the things for me is I don't want it to look like a detention center if this is a route that we end up going. In fact, I wouldn't change a whole lot of the outside. Most of it could be contained inside. Anything outside wouldn't be visible from the street. The only thing on the outside that I would recommend to any architect was basically a 2-car sally port on the west side of the facility. That way you can load and unload inmates. Now, I don't know how many inmates will be able to be housed there. I won't know until that feasibility study. I do have an architect company coming next week to visit with my board. If the city council says that we'd like to venture in with this with you guys, we'll go ahead and I've already talked to my board, and we'll go ahead and start that process with that architect company. They can give us the numbers, and then I can give you a little bit better idea as far as how many inmates, how to make it lucrative for the city, because that's one of the options there, or one of the issues. One option I've visited with Chief Taylor, visited with the interim city manager as well, is a percentage of the jail population. So for example, if it's a 100-bed facility, 5 beds at the current rate is going to run about $83,000, $83,700. Now, with that 5 beds, you could be able to house people who aren't paying their city citations, people who are arrested for a city charge such as public intox, something like that, and at no cost to the city. The city, I believe, came in, and Corey, you could probably confirm this. The city purchased that from the state of Oklahoma, or more specifically the Department of Environmental Quality, at $10 back in 2019. And so part of that is that all of the things for the DEQ to get rid of it, the lead, the asbestos, all that stuff had to be taken care of ahead of time as well. So that part is done. The feasibility study, the architect group would come in, take care of all of the study, the groundwork, all of that, before we ever came to terms on a proposal or an agreement between the county and the city. Now, I don't know, I can't tell you what a cost is going to be. I can tell you Kiowa County is looking at something similar, and it's going to cost them about $7 million. That being said, this facility is a little bit bigger than what Hobart's is. Also, they're doing a lot of addition to theirs. I don't really think, short of a sally port, I really don't think that there would have to be any addition at all. If 100 beds was there, one of the options is to contract that out with the federal, for federal inmates for 50 beds. 50 beds is going to run just shy of $1.5 million that would come in to help run the facility and pay for this facility. My goal is to try to find a way to get a new facility at no cost to the community, and whether that be through grants or avenues such as contract inmates, whatever we can do to make that happen is important. So, but we can't really go forward until you guys say, yeah, that sounds like a plan we might be interested in. And so I'm here to answer any questions you might have. There were some questions as far as the liability that the city might have still owning it. That's an attorney question. I asked ours, and he advised us that short of basically the structure, the shell, basically the walls, roof, the city's liability would be non-existent. The city wouldn't be liable. It all falls on my office. That being said, also according to, now, my district attorney is my counsel, and he handles a lot of criminal law, and so I'm not gonna say he's very well versed in everything, but there were a couple of other options, and that was something that him and Corey or whoever can kind of work out some of those things, such as basically deeding it to the county, so long as Corey, you might be able to expand a little bit more on that, but so long as it's used as a county jail. If it was ever not used as, then it would go back to the city. Now, again, that's just what my attorney told me, our district attorney. So, that being said, it would generate about anywhere between 14 to 20 new jobs. Again, if it was federal inmates that would fill half of it, you're looking at enough money to pay for the facility and run the facility. Short of that, I'm just going to be honest with you, at 103 years old, and Michelle, you know, Devin was sheriff there for a number of years, and there's only so much duct tape and baling wire that you can put on something like that. Every time I see somebody take a piece of coax or conduit off the building, I say, hang on a second, that might be the one thing holding that thing up. So I don't know if that's even something the city's interested in looking at, but I can tell you that all three of my commissioners are in support of this, and if that's something that the city would be behind, we could definitely start that process, get some more numbers, and be able to try to work on a proposal together.
And you said that you have an architect coming to meet with your
They're
council.
coming.
Is that at your meeting?
Yes.
Next Monday?
Next Monday,
At what time?
9 o'clock.
You and I have had this conversation multiple times about the Armory building since I got on here. I've also reached out to all your commissioners about the same thing. I think it's a fantastic idea. I mean, we could obviously have to work out details, but I've seen the jail. I know what it looks like. To me, that Armory building is currently being wasted. It literally looks like, my husband worked for the Bernalillo County Detention Center in New Mexico, and it literally looks just like that on the inside.
Mhm.
They did bolt-in cells, all that kind of stuff. So I'm game. I will make it a point to be at that meeting next week, because I'd
Okay.
like to
I
kind
will
of
be
hear
there
what he
too.
has to say.
I talked to him today and told him that I'll be there at 9 o'clock also.
Yeah, because I would definitely like to hear what they have to say, but
Yeah.
I will tell you that and they are too, probably, any day that the state could come in and shut it down.
Oh, I have no
because
doubt.
of Just rundown facilities.
Yeah.
and just-
And not only shut it down to where we're having to transport and pay for housing elsewhere, they can also levy a fine on them at up to $10,000 a day. And so I don't take our inspections lightly. When we get them, we get stuff taken care of. Now, there's only so much you can do with some inspection stuff when you start talking about structural issues. And some of those were brought up, which spawned this conversation with my commissioners and the jail advisory board. And so with that, it started the conversation of trying to reach out to the city. Like I said, I don't want it to look like a detention center. I hate the way detention centers look. I think it's a gorgeous building. It was, I think, I believe the county gave that to the state in 1935 for the purpose of that armory. And 2 years later, they opened it up, and it was served as that for many decades. Before DOC went in, and then in 2019, the state sold it to the city. There's a number of options there, avenues. I talked about the so long as deed, talked about, leasing it for, and those are things that we'll have to come up with if we decide to go that route. There's a line in the deed that reads that basically that the city has to have and to hold, and at the very end it says the word forever. Now, I don't know. I've talked to two different people that are in better knowledge of that stuff than I am, and that forever doesn't refer to you can't do anything with it. But one of those options I was informed of was a so long as clause, so that it basically reduces the liability, removes the city out of it completely on that liability issue. And then if it ever stops being a jail, it goes back to the city of Newnan. But those are all details that would have to be hammered out by people smarter than me. I just try to run the place, and I can tell you that it's in a lot better shape than it was 6 months ago. I can tell you that we're moving in the right direction. I'm all about getting grants. I've had over $300,000 in grant money in the last 2 years since I've been back to Greer County. So, but I want to work with you guys. Other than that, I'm gonna have to figure out another road. And so, if you have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer anything I can. If it's something you guys, and I don't know if you guys can say, yeah, we'd be interested. I hate to have them come down if you guys aren't. And so if you are, I'll go ahead, and they're already on the agenda to be here. But if you aren't, then, we'd have to talk about something else.
Does anyone have any reservations at this point with what we know?
I thought there was enough information to have reservation.
Right.
So.
Okay.
I'm definitely willing to look into it too, and see. That's what I shared with you. Any time we're gonna grow, there's gonna be risk and cost, and so as long as we can manage those, I feel like it's a no-brainer. It's a growth to our community, and
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you for your consideration on this, and look forward to working with you guys.
thank you guys for coming. All right, we don't need anything else on that, do we, Corey? Item 13, discussion and possible action to enter into executive session in regard to reviewing and accepting the interim city manager Irma Moore's contract for the fiscal year 2023-24 with possible executive session in accordance with 25 OS 307B1.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
Vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Chapman.
All right, it's 7:09 and we're coming out of executive session. Discussion and possible action.
Irma Mora will go in as our interim city manager effective on November the 7th. She will be our new interim city manager.
Congratulations, Irma.
Thank you.
All right, item 15, discussion and possible action to enter into executive session to discuss the employment, hiring, appoint, promotion, demotion, disciplining, resignation of any individual salaried public officer or employee, specifically to discuss details regarding the new city clerk in accordance with 25 OS 307B1.
I'll make a motion to enter executive session.
Second.
Vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
November 7th or November 8th, I guess. November the 8th. Sorry. Apologize. She has to come to work tomorrow.
Second.
Vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
All right, okay, we're gonna open it up for staff and board remarks. Chief Taylor, you have anything?
This month, we took approximately 293 calls for service for the city of Mangum. Last year, it was 219 for the same amount of time for the same month. We took 26 reports. Out of those 26 reports, we had 6 arrests and 4 extras with charges filed. I just want to bring up the work that Major Olson is doing. He's been doing a lot of investigations on the side and getting extra warrants and stuff that came up just out of the blue, and just want to say that he's doing a phenomenal job for us. So, but that's what we have so far. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for all
You
y'all
guys
are
are
doing.
doing great
Yeah.
work.
Do y'all
It
have any other
shows.
questions?
So,
Okay, thank you.
all right, anyone else? All right, at this time, we're gonna open it up to new business. Any new business?
I need to make a motion to add Ally Kendall to, the bank accounts to be able to sign payroll and checks, and also to complete the bonding for her new position.
Second,
Second.
vote?
Huckabee?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
All right, a motion to adjourn,
I'll make a motion.
Second.
vote?
Huckabee?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
Adjourned. All right, moving on to the MUA. Let's call this meeting to order with a roll call of members, please.
Huckabee?
Here.
McCaslin?
Here.
Manasco?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yep.
All right, we have a quorum, the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second,
I'll second.
vote?
Huckabee?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Manasco?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
All right, let's open it up for remarks. Does anyone have anything to say that's not on the agenda? All right, we'll move on to item 6. Discussion of possible action to approve resolution number 2023-11073, approving a 3% convenience fee for all credit debit card usage and removing the flat rate of $3 per transaction.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
Vote?
Huckabee?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Manasco?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
Item 7, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2023-11074, setting new rates due to the increase from contractor waste connections for trash services provided in Mangum.
I am going to have Shelley talk a little bit about this. We were supposed to have the sales person from Waste Connections here to talk, and he canceled at the last minute. He did say that we could call him, but I think it's a little bit too late now. But their Waste Connections, not the city of Maine, Waste Connections is going up 4.11%. So, and she's got the contract, and it's, and she can tell you when it's goes into effect.
I guess per our contract with West Connection, it is subject to a yearly increase. And we had gotten a letter, that it was going up and.
Hey Shelley, will you step up to this just so they can hear you on YouTube?
As per the agreement with Waste Connection, it is subject to go up according to the Consumer Price Index rate adjustment that's every year. This year, the percentage of increase is a 4.11 increase to our rates. And we have it calculated for what each new polycart dumpster, I think it was, is it in the packet, Irma? I'm sorry, I didn't.
We did not, put it in the packet. Mr. Kendall suggested we leave it blank until we talked about the.
Oh, okay. Yes, Charles Rogers is our marketing manager. He had emailed us saying that he would be here, but then at about 3:40, he had a prior engagement. He said he was available by phone, but they are effective December of '23 is when the price increase will go into effect. We did go up last year.
Last year's was huge.
It was.
Well, this is going to be just as bad.
Yeah.
Because it's a 4.11% increase, and I believe last year was 3.9.
I believe so. That's what I thought I had it right here.
Wow.
And prior to that, it was pretty limited, like it wasn't super high, but the last 2 years have been pretty
Mhm.
significant. So we don't know what the.
No,
exact
no,
amount will be?
last year was 8.89%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it was almost 9%.
Yes.
What is the, oh, yeah, you're right. What is the, polycart now with the increase?
With the increase, one residential polycart will be $22.66. Two residential polycarts will be $33.98. And then it will just step that increase per polycart. A commercial polycart will be $36.84. Commercial 3-yard dumpster will be $95.60 a month. That is per their CPI rate adjustment.
Do you have what what our rates are currently, by chance? I was
Mhm.
gonna say, I thought it was like 19.
2170, I'm sorry. Uh, 2176 is what they are currently with the 4.11% increase. It'll go to 2243. And
About it.
subsequent, if you want me to give you all of them, I will.
You're good. So
Um,
roughly $1 more a month for the
Yeah.
polycart.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good, but.
It's
But-
not great, but yeah, there's not anything we can do about it. That's who our contract's with.
Right.
So, okay.
Can we guarantee that they will work every week?
Huh?
Can we guarantee that their trucks will run every week?
No.
They did not include that in the
Oh.
letter.
Because they're not going
but,
to.
But I will say that they have been working very good with us in coming to get mistrash work orders. So I am gonna give them that. We had some problems for a while, but we got with them.
That was also kind of miscommunicated, wasn't it? Like there was calling the wrong department, like it wasn't going to the right person when there was complaints, Irma?
Right.
So I do know in the past, there was a situation where the complaints that were going in weren't going to the right people.
But they are coming
it's
by
getting better.
weekly and
I've
getting
worked with them
mistrash.
for a very long time, and they're very hands-on. Chris is the main guy out there, and then I think Danny's right under him. And now they have one of their guys back that they had, he was gone. That's when we started to have the problems. And
Yes.
he's now back. His name's Tyrone, and he's back now. And so they're great.
They've been
I mean,
better.
Good.
Yes. So, that is effective December 1, which would appear on at the end of January bill because we bill them behind.
Okay.
So,
So really, we can discuss it, but we just need to take action because it's gonna happen
because we need to
anyways.
notify, we need to send out a letter of increase in this month's
Mhm.
bill for it to be effective, or at least by next month's bill, for it to be
Gotcha.
effective.
Okay. Yep.
But he does have a number and said he would be glad to talk with anybody, but it's per our agreement.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution for Waste Connections. Somebody has to second it,
I'll
whether
second.
they want to or not.
I'll second it.
Whether we want to or not, we have to.
Vote.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Manasco,
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
All right, item 8, discussion and possible action to purchase a hydro excavator for the wastewater department to be paid out of the ARPA fund account.
Where's our information for that? Which gentleman are we
Our
speaking to?
superintendent is here, our electric supervisor is here, and one of our guys from the wastewater and water department is also here to explain.
Mike's done most of the legwork on this, and he knows more about it than I do, but
He's nervous.
I don't know if y'all know, but DEQ's requiring us to do a lead line service inventory. We have to go to every water meter in town and find out what kind of material it's made out of. This hydro excavator, they mentioned it into a class we went into last week, and they said it's the most fuel efficient, manpower, you'll use less. It's a lot better. It uses about 2,500 to 3,000 PSI, and it's water. It cuts it out, you suck it up,
instead
puts
of
it
having
in
your backhoe there tearing big old hole
Yeah.
out.
We can
This just
cut a
just
hole
cuts-
1
yeah.
foot by 1 foot
Yeah.
and go as deep as, you can put extensions on that one. You can go 25 foot deep if you want. And
And
it
these
will
things-
not cut through AT&T's, fiber optics. It will if you sit there and hold it, but you'll find that line before. And I've got 3 quotes, 2 from Vermeer. I think they're both 75,000 apiece. And the latest quote, I think, was 58,200 and something from Ditch Witch, which we're gonna save time and money with it. There's 2 of us in the, well, 3 of us in the water department.
Most of the towns around have them. Even Blair and Granite have those.
I've heard a rumor that it's a state law that most municipalities have to have some way to pothole.
We're gonna use it in the electric too, because if you go to set a pole where you got multiple wires running around
Good.
underground,
Good.
you can do it that way, yeah, because if there's that big auger and you go down there, you're gonna.
And one
then we're gonna
person
have
can run
thousands
this
of dollars.
machine.
Well, in our ARPA funding, when it came out, I don't know if you guys remember, but it was part of the lead line deal that we got that money for, was to fix the lead line problem.
And we
anyways.
have till October 16th,
I mean, that is what was
2024,
part of it.
to have that inventory finished
And you
and
don't,
turned in.
October 24th.
DEQ will
Yeah,
find you.
October 16th.
In a heartbeat. We've paid out money. I know in the years past, we've paid out some thousands to them because we didn't get this or that done quick enough.
And from what I understand from that last class I went to, DEQ was there, and they were talking, okay, this is just the beginning. I mean, they want this inventory for residential, it's not the businesses. Now, by 25, it's all the businesses, and they're gonna start taking action. They want people to pull all the lead out of everything, from the mains all the way up into the housing. And it's gonna take some work.
Yeah. Do you guys have a preference? I mean, obviously, there's a pretty decent price difference in the bids that you got. Is
They're
there?
both good machines, but Ditch Witch has been on the phone with me, talking about.
Well, Ditch Witch has been around a long time.
Yeah.
I've never heard
And
that
I don't
other
see
brand,
them
but.
going anywhere.
And they're in Oklahoma.
Is the
When I
warranties
first
any
ran a-
different? Do you happen to know if the warranty time is any different between those two?
He hasn't mentioned anything about warranty, but I know they, just like our jetter, there's like a 5-year warranty on the motors and a 7-year on the rest.
Okay.
There'd have to be a warranty on it.
Oh, I'm sure,
if you
yeah.
want-
I'm sure it's on the paperwork. I submitted your quotes and
Okay.
the bids and stuff on, or.
Yeah, I can pull them up. I didn't look that far into it. I just saw the pricing. So you guys would be fine with the Ditch Witch if
Yes.
everybody feels that's significant?
Cause I don't, it's a Oklahoma company. They're out of Perry, Oklahoma.
I'm all about that.
I am
And
too.
it's like shopping local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good company too.
And he even came down here and talked to me and Chris and Irma one day.
Right.
Just coming through. He does a lot of business in Altus, Granite, Elk
Yeah.
City. So,
Very good.
Thank you for your research on that.
yeah.
Money well spent.
I will make a motion to purchase the Ditch Witch excavator.
I'll second.
Second.
Cheers.
Vote.
Second.
I keep forgetting. you can say-
Everybody.
Everybody second.
This time everybody seconds.
Huckabee,
Yes.
McCaslin,
Yes.
Masco,
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Item 9, discussion and possible action to accept or review the best and most reasonable bid for the purchase of the hydro excavator for the wastewater department. Did we already combine that basically in eight?
Do I have to
Okay.
make another motion though? I'll make a motion to accept the bid from Ditch Witch for $58,000+ to be paid out of the ARPA funds.
I'll second.
Huckabee.
Yes.
McCaslin.
Yes.
Manasco.
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
All right, item 10, discussion and possible action to accept or review the best and most responsible bid for the water meter replacement DWSRF project number P40 2002-80202, opened on November 2nd, 2023 by Myers Engineering.
So Gordon and I met with, Myers Engineering when they opened up the bids. That's in your packet. And they also have a letter of recommendation in your packet that Myers Engineering, prefers we accept. So that's all in your packet. It was the
UTS guy?
Gordon, they advised us that that also was the cleaning. They were the only ones who offered the cleaning of the water meters.
Let's say the lowest.
And the lowest.
Two, wasn't it?
And that's also the recommendation that, I think his name is Michael, suggests.
How much was it?
It was 56,000, or no, 400,
For the meters?
560, no, the last.
It was,
let me
the
see.
UTS was like 400 and something.
60, was it 400?
You wrote all that?
It's in your packets.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get it to pull up, but I can't.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
Either
yet.
my email or I
Quarter,
would pull it up.
Quarter Main give two bids.
Here, let me get on.
One
the
of them was
website.
600,000, one of them was 500,000, then the UTS guy
Was the lowest.
was the lowest.
And the one
And
that
he was,
cleans.
that was the only one that had a representative here.
Right, and the one that cleans all of the meters.
And theirs was 400 and
Did
something.
you get it pulled up?
That's okay, I was just curious, more than anything.
I think a lot of the price difference in those is the brand of the meter, pretty much what it boils down to. Which, on those electronic, I don't have a clue what would be the better one, because I've never dealt with it.
Yeah.
Of course, theirs is the best, I'm sure. Because he was there telling me it was.
And basically, Jackie, from talking to this guy, I mean, this is just one of the steps to get going.
Hey, Irma, did you-
I was
Part of the
just
loan
curious.
funding, right?
Right, like
Yeah.
what the total came in to be.
Well, they do,
Compatible with Encode?
most of the places that they work with has Encode, so.
They said almost everybody runs off of Encode. The only one we weren't 100% sure of was the, what's the letters that we all kept?
SPMR.
SPMR.
But that's who, we will still have to continue to use
Right.
SPMR for the electric meters,
Right.
so.
However, UPS does do electric too.
Yes.
So that's the future.
Future project.
Awesome. Yeah, I was really just curious.
Did you see the letter of recommendation in that packet? It's in there.
I just, everything's just like loading super slow on mine. I can't get it to load for whatever reason.
All right, so
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we accept the lowest, yeah. All right, vote.
Huckabee.
Yes.
McCaslin.
Yes.
Manasco.
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
All right, item 11, discussion and possible action to enter into executive session in regard to reviewing and accepting the interim city manager, Irma Mora's contract for the fiscal year 2023-24 with possible executive session in accordance with 25 OS 307B1.
I'll make the same motion that we are accepting Irma Mora as our new interim city manager for the fiscal year 2023 and 2024.
I'll second. Vote.
Huckabee.
Yes.
McCaslin.
Yes.
Manasco?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
All right, staff and board remarks. Any staff or board remarks? All right, any new business?
You gotta do the same motion. Dixie,
Huh?
you gotta do the same motion for the MUA accounts.
Oh, sorry, on new business, so I'm gonna make a motion that we add, Ally Kendall to the bank accounts to be able to sign checks and also continue the bonding process as our new city clerk.
I second.
Vote.
Huckabee?
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes?
Manasco?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Chapman?
Yes.
All right, a motion to adjourn. Somebody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Did we
I'll
go
second.
over new business, did we? Or
Yeah,
staff
we did.
remarks?
Huckabee? Yeah, they did.
Yes.
McCaslin?
Yes.
Manasco?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yeah.
Chapman?
Yes.
Now we're gonna take pictures.
Adjourn. Everybody just keeps talking during the whole meeting.
That's what he said.
He's taking pictures of Irma. And Ally.
No, the council goes with it.
Oh.
I finally got it.
Well, yeah, because we didn't discuss it.
See, you can see how I know that. I do not.
He's got a good memory. Okay, well, we tried to avoid the special meeting, but we may have to have one because we need to. I mean, I guess.
Friday. Okay. So,